Okay, listen. I was trying to do this like semi-professionally, but it's too hot. Welcome to day 2 of Hot Home Summer. We're going to take a look at 3 Meritage homes today. Actually, 3 Meritage homes that are being offered in Florence. And so if you're looking at Meritage Ranch, Anthem Meritage Ranch here in Florence, these are some homes you're going to want to know about. We're going to take a look at the Onyx Floor Plan. Let's go. All right, here we go. So we're heading into a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom floor plan, single level. So everything's on one plane in this house. Let's take a look because I don't quite remember what the Onyx looks like. So off to my left, I've got my garage, which is just a standard 2-car garage. But the one thing about Meritage homes and their garages is they have the taller ceilings. So if you got like big trucks, or if you want to put those hangy things up there for extra storage, these homes give you that ability. And they're also plumbed for soft water, so that's one less thing you have to do. These newer ones come with the, what do you call that? I know what it is. Tankless water heater, so that gives you more space also. And then they split up the, what do you call that? Concrete. So if any section of your concrete starts to crack a little bit, you don't have to replace the whole thing. Now, mind you, it does have the post-tension slab. If you don't know what that is, that's a conversation we can have another day. So here is bedroom number 1 at the front of the house. This is a good sized room, actually. Now, this one has its own bathroom. I didn't know that. Okay, Onyx. So the Onyx has its own bathroom in this very first room here. So again, if you have older parents that are living with you, or you've got an older child who doesn't want to share with the rest of them, you can actually give them their own bathroom up to the front. Here's a closet here with the high ceilings, of course. And again, I would up these and make extra shelving, but it's there for the taking. Decent sized closet for the size of the room. If I had to say what size bed fits in this room, that's going to be a hard question to answer, because the only place to put a bed is there. I'm thinking this is twin or bust, honestly. Like, where do you put a bed in here? Oh, shoot. There's nowhere to really put a bed. Okay. Y'all didn't hear that. Carpets look nice, but yeah, where do you put a bed in here? There's really not a whole lot of space. Now, you can put it against this wall coming this way, but again, that's going to eat up your walk-in space. So this one's going to take some maneuvering. Just know that ahead of time. You do have an extra closet here, which can be extra closet for the person that has this room, or this could just be a closet where you put your brooms and cleaning supplies or whatever you want to put in there. Here's your laundry room here. Decent sized laundry room. Not too big, not too small. Does what it's supposed to do. And then across the hall, you're going to have 2 more bedrooms and a bathroom. Now, this bedroom is more functional. Not even a front. This bedroom is more functional. You can do a queen size bed in here, I'm sure. Here's your closet. Same type of closet as the one we just left. You can do a queen in here. If you try to do a king, it might get tight. But it could possibly be done if you put it this way against that wall there. So that's something to consider. This is the bedroom that's at the absolute front of the house here. Here's the bathroom with the double sinks in the front of the house. Here's the tub here. They have these nice deep tubs. That's something they've always had. And then they actually give you some shelving here so you can keep towels and things in your closet, kind of tucked. I'm not in a closet, in your bathroom, a little tucked away so that it's not just out and about. Here's bedroom number 3 here. And again, this is a good sized bedroom. Again, you can put a queen size bed in here. No problem. And still be able to walk. Which I'm all about, like, can I get around it? If I can't get around it, I don't want to put it in there. Here's the closet. I feel like this closet is bigger for some reason. It might not be, but I feel like it is. It might just be me. So that's bedroom number 3. Remember, you've got these nice wide entryways here. And you can't see none of my stuff from the front door, which I love about this house. Here's your living room here. Now, the living room's a little funky, but it can be worked with. So you got your TV against that wall. You would have, I guess, your couch here. And then your dining room set's gonna go over there. So you do have an actual dining area here. And then your kitchen, plenty of space, gas stove. Nice big old island. And they come with the pendant lights already installed. So that's not something that you have to worry about doing after you close as you would with some other builders. So keep that in mind. And then they even give you the chandelier, whether you like it or not, that's on you. But they give it to you, so you do have a chandelier already in your dining area. So again, one less thing you have to do. And this house is gonna come with the fridge already. And as you can see, it's gonna come with a washer and dryer too. So it is literally move-in ready. Here's your pantry here. Nice tall pantry shelves. And for a corner pantry, it's actually a nice size. I'm not mad at that pantry at all. And then let's take a look at the primary bedroom. So primary bedrooms all the way in the back of the house, as it normally is. This is one of the bigger bedrooms that I've seen that is offered by Meritage. Not being funny, you can get a king size in here, no problem. This one actually has a tub. Well, look up there. You get a soak-in tub, like one that you can actually get in and not feel like you're gonna fall in. The sinks you don't get a lot of counter space, just be honest. You get some, but what you do get is the shelving here to put stuff over here. So what you can't get on your countertops, you have the shelving here that you can put the stuff there. Here's your shower. So you do get a separate shower. And it's not a super small shower, like it's functional. And then here's your toilet room or your water closet or your thinking tank, whatever you want to call it. And check out the closet. Yeah. I'm in love with the closet. So this one is the Onyx. Keep that name in mind. Let's go check out the lot on this particular home. So this house is move-in ready right now. There's probably some things that they have to finish up, but it is a July move-in. So if this is your time frame, this is your time. Come on and get this house. Right now, there's nothing behind this one, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a house built behind it at some point. But all of the homes on this side of the neighborhood are all one story. So even if you do get a home over there, let me see. You're not going to get much of a mountain view anyway. So nothing really major. But this is a good sized lot. I'm not going to go out in the dirt because I got on white shoes. But I like the size of this lot because you can actually put a pool in and still have yard, like usable yard. There is some side yard that way and there's some side yard this way. This one almost looks like a cul-de-sac type of lot, but it's really not. It's like the second house in on a straight street. So I got to look behind it and see what's there. But location wise, you're looking at the far end of the neighborhood. So you're not, in the middle of a whole lot of stuff. You're right across the street from all of the shopping. So if you have a golf cart or a bike, you can just head on over to Safeway or to Starbucks or to McDonald's or even to Valentino's if that's your sheesh, right across the street. And I love this patio too. It's a nice size patio. Check that out. So again, if you want pricing on this particular floor plan, it is 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 2-car garage. Let me know. I'll get those details for you. But we're going to head over to the next house on our list today. Bye for now. All right, folks. So next on our list of homes for today is the Arlo floor plan. Now, this one's a little over 2,000 square feet. It's also a 4-bedroom, but it's only 2.5 baths. However, the front of it is super duper cute, so I'm going to show that to you. And then we're going to take a look on the inside. I got to get out this heat. It's hot as hell. So this one has like this farm look to it, which is cool. I like it. And I like the color, and I love this brick, this gray white brick color on the front that just gives it a little bit more flair. I like it, and I love this door too. But let's take a look inside the house and see how we like that. Oh, thank God for air. Hold on. Lights. Okay. So check out the flooring. In here you got these nice tile floors. I'm just not a tile person. Ask me why. You can ask me that in person. I will tell you. I'm not a tile person. But here's the first bedroom. We're just going to get right into it. Bedroom number 1. What can I do? You've got 2 walls you can use, possibly 3, to put beds on. I think you can get a full size, maybe a queen size in here. Anything bigger than that, you're wasting your time and energy. And I don't want you to do that. Oh, for some reason the closet won't open. Okay, that's embarrassing. Now the closet won't open and I don't know why. So we're not gonna touch it because I'm not breaking nothing. I don't think this one's quite done yet. So here's the bathroom here. Then you got the double sinks here. Toilet, you're gonna get that same linen shelf. That's what I'm gonna call it. You're gonna get that nice deep tub here. And that's in your secondary bathroom. So yeah, your guest bathroom there. Here is bedroom number 2. Bedroom number 2. Full size, yes. Queen size, possibly, depending on where you put it and what else you put in this room. Anything bigger than that, you're going to eat the entire room alive. Here's the closet here. It looks very similar to obviously what we've just seen. This house needs, some stuff still needs to be done, so don't pick on it too bad. But that's bedroom number 2. And these bedrooms both are at the front of the house. So if you're looking to say, okay, well, where are those located? Right off the front door are those 2 bedrooms up here in the front. Here's a hall closet here. You can put your whatever in there. Bedroom number 3. Yeah. Bedroom number 3 is going to be over this way off the garage. Now this one, full size is probably as big as you're going to want to go. If you go queen, you're not going to have many room for anything else. Closet, again, same closet. Nothing really changed there. And then here's the garage right here. Actually, here's that half bath that we were talking about. So this is your guest bathroom here. So whoever is in this bedroom, they're only going to get a half bath next to the bedroom. They're not going to get a full. They would have to go across the hall to use that bathroom over there if they need to take a shower or take a bath or whatever they want to do. Garage, same stuff. Nothing major changed here. Still got those nice tall ceilings, which I'm in love with. And you got your hot water heater and your soft water loop over there. It's so freaking hot. But it's not hot in the garage, it's just me. It's so cold in the house that the garage is actually hot. Here's the main part of the house that everybody wants to know about. So what makes this floor plan kind of cool is that you actually have a deep living room over here. And then here's going to be your dining room area here. I'm turning off the long lights. Here's the living room here. So you got a big living room area. You do have a separate dining area here. Now it is right in front of the door. So it's not like you can put a super duper big dining room table. But if you don't need a big old table, if you're not the type that even uses a dining room table, then you're fine. Kitchen, same stuff here, nothing major. You're gonna get a refrigerator, you're gonna get a washer and a dryer. Stove obviously is gonna come with the house, still get that nice big island. I love that, again, you can't walk through my front door and immediately see what's going on in my house. Now you can see the living room partially, but you can't see the kitchen. It's off to its own little section over here off the side of the house. Now the lot on this particular house, I ain't gonna lie to you, is nice. This is a good lot here. Now, if you need a big backyard, this is the house you want. A bigger backyard. Let me rephrase that. Big means different things to different people. But this size yard here, yeah, I'll do this. And as of right now, there's nothing behind this house. So you've got nothing but space and opportunity behind the house as far as lights or neighbors. Nothing's behind this house. So if you're looking for a home with no rear neighbors, at least right now, I don't know what's going to happen back there in the future. I just know that right now there's nothing back there. So if that's something that's important to you, this is one you're going to want to consider if you're looking for a 4-bedroom. So around this corner, what do we have? I think the laundry room. No, we saw the laundry. No, we didn't. There's a laundry room. So the laundry room is actually back by the primary bedroom. Big old room here. Not big old, it's big enough. You can actually do, let me see, can you? Before I lie. Yes, you can. If you wanted to put like a refrigerator or a deep freezer or something in this room, there's an outlet up there. You can probably convert that to the one that you need for deep freezers or refrigerators if you have to convert them. You can do that there and then set it here so you have space for it. You just don't have the outlets, or you can get someone to install you an outlet if you need an extra one in here, but you got your washer and dryer and plenty of space. And it's right by your room, so peace with the children. Your room is where everything is at anyway. Size-wise, this bedroom is not as big as the one that we just saw. But can you get a king-size bed in here? Probably on this wall here, absolutely. I wouldn't necessarily put it here because I wouldn't want to cover the window. But you can get a king-size in here. You just won't have a whole lot of space for anything else. This one actually comes with a tub also. And still comes with a shower. So you have a tub, shower, separate tub, separate shower. Which not very many homes are giving you right now. You're getting a shower. So if you can get a tub, hey, you might want to holler at your girl. Here's the closet here. I don't hate the closet because it's actually a decent sized closet. I just hate how skinny it is. I don't like how skinny it is. That's just me. It's a lot of space, but I don't like how skinny that closet is. I like the other closet that we just saw better. And then here's your toilet room here in the middle of the bathroom. There's your double sinks. Again, you don't get a whole lot of counter space in this one. And you also don't get that shelf that was in the last one. So right now, of the 3 that we're looking at today, the Onyx is probably top of my list. Just because I'm losing so much storage apparently. And it's only like a 200 square foot difference between the 2 homes. But it's also all about what you want in a home. Maybe this is the style for you. For me, I'm a storage person. So if I can't get storage, it ain't it. So this house here for me is... it's not a no, but it's not a yeah, if that makes any sense. This is one, if I was renting or if it was just me and my husband and maybe 1 child, I could make it work, maybe even 2. But if I got to put a whole family in here, it's going to be a little tough. So just keep that in mind. Again, just because of the storage aspect, honestly. Size-wise, the size is actually pretty good. For 2,000 square feet, I see it, but I just need more storage. So that's my thing with this house here. This is the Arlo Floor Plan offered by Meritage. Listen, I'm not saying anything to downgrade or make the house sound. I'm just going off of my personal opinion, okay? These are my personal opinions. You do not have to take them as law. But this is offered in the estates section of Meritage. Is it estates or reserve? Hold on. I'm going to tell y'all the wrong thing. This is actually in the reserve section. So if you're looking for this type of floor plan, it's offered in the reserve section by Meritage at Anthem Meritage Ranch. So we're going to take a look at one more floor plan if they have it available, which is the Lark. It is actually the biggest floor plan that they offer here in this community, Meritage, I mean. So we're going to take a look at that one, and then we're going to shut it down for today because it's too hot. All right, folks, so this is the last home on our tour for today. This is the Lark Floor Plan. Again, it's the biggest one offered by Meritage here in this community. We're going to go take a look inside. They're still working on this house, so if you see some things that look a little wonky, just bear with them. It should be done by the end of July. So let's get into it. All right, so they're still working on this one, hence the reason why the garage is still open and there's still some dust in there. I like this one because, again, it has that rock pattern on the front that gives you a little bit of flair. It's got the shakers at the top. I think that's what they call those. This one has a nice little porch area, or I like to call the Amazon room, because that's what's going to be on that front porch. And then when you come in, you're going to go right into a big old walkway. I love their big entryways. It's like so grand. So on this side of the house, this is to my right. You're going to walk right into a teen room, or a little den area, or an office if that's what you need to use this for. You have a bathroom on the side of the house, so double sinks, toilet, still got that shelf over there, nice deep tubs. Nothing's changed, okay? Only thing that's changed is the size of the house so far. Bedroom, this one is a good size. Again, what size bed do I put in here? Queen at most. If you do a king, you can. Because you can put it on that wall, maybe this wall if you want to do it over here. I'm not one that covers up windows, but you could possibly do a king, queen at the most. That's going to be my suggestion for what size bed do you put in this room. Closet, same closet. So again, nothing's really changed, okay? So don't trip. I do like the floors in this one too. Here's bedroom number 2 at the front of the house. So here we go. This one here, what size bed am I putting in this room? No bigger than a full. If you do a queen, you're not going to have any space, and you definitely can't do a king. Same closet, nothing's really going to change there. So we're gonna come back around the corner. We're gonna go across the hall, and that's gonna lead us into bedroom number 3. Now, what can you do with bedroom number 3? Not a whole lot. This again is another one that you can probably do a full size at most. Queen size, you're not gonna have a lot of space to maneuver with, but you do get a full walk-in closet, and you get your own bathroom in this room. So that's the offset. Smaller bedroom, but you get your own bathroom, full bath, and you get a walk-in closet. So that's bedroom number 3. That's across the hall from bedrooms number 2 and number 1. Garage, I think it's just a 2. Yeah, we saw it. This one's just a 2-car garage, so nothing fancy there. You're gonna get plumbed for soft water, and you're gonna get a tankless water heater. You're gonna walk down the hall just a little bit more. Here's your laundry room here. You're going to get a washer and dryer. And if you wanted to put a little small fridge over here, you have an outlet, so you can put a small fridge in this little corner here, or a deep freezer, or a beverage fridge, or whatever you want to put over there. Across the hall from the laundry room, you're going to get another closet. Well, a closet, because this is the first closet that I've seen so far. So closet there. Now, this is one again where you have options. So this section here is where you would put your dining room table area, right? And then this back area over here is where you would want to put your living room based on this. But can you flip-flop it? I don't see why not. You just have to take down the chandelier, but you can flip-flop it and put your living room over here. Or if you don't necessarily need a dining room table, all of this is your living room. Follow me now. I can put a TV on that wall, or on this wall, or on both walls, and watch football all day. Now, here's the kitchen here. It's got the dark espresso cabinets. I forget what the name of this package is, so if you like the dark cabinets, this is the package that you're going to want. This is the house that you're going to want to consider. Check out those pendant lights there. Very, very nice. Nice granite. And it's thick granite too. It's not even tacky granite. It's nice thick granite. Yeah, this house still needs to be done a little bit. You get a bigger pantry in this house. God damn. You get a bigger pantry. Yeah, you get a huge pantry in this house. Okay, pantry. All right. Okay, you get a nice big old pantry. Here's the fridge that they're going to give you with this one. Whirlpool. And then back here is going to be your primary bedroom, which we all want to know, what does it look like? This room here is, I still feel like it's a little bit smaller than the first house, than the Onyx, but it's still a nice size room. Like, you can still get a king size in here and have some room to play. Ooh, look at the bathroom. Separate shower, separate tub. You get a little more counter space, but I like how it's wider. Like, it feels bigger. It don't feel bigger. It is bigger. It's bigger in here. And then you got a nice actual flipping closet. Yeah, I like this one. Now it looks like, yep, they've already insulated the attic. I can actually see it. You might not be able to see it on my camera, but I can see it from here. The attic is insulated. You got the shelf here in your closet. Again, you got your double cabinets, double counter, double sink. And then here's your toilet room over here. So your toilet room is like around the corner. Now what I also like is this. So notice this is my bedroom, right? If I put my bed over here and my spouse is getting dressed for work in the morning, I can't see the light over there. I can get a little shimmer of it, but I'm not getting a whole lot of light. I like that. That's smart. That's how these rooms should be. Instead of just saying, here, you figure it out. Good, I like this one for that alone. And then the backyard on this particular home, I'm on the side of the street that faces the mountain, so you're not gonna get any neighbors behind you. This one it's got a bigger patio too. It's got a nice long patio. So you got plenty of patio space here. And then what's really super cool is for this, because of where we're sitting, this house The sun is gonna do this. So you're gonna get the afternoon sun. You're gonna see the sunsets from here, and they are amazing. If you have not seen a sunset in Florence, you are missing out. Well, sunsets in Arizona are just awesome anyway. But the size of the yard is pretty damn good compared to what you're getting in some. So I like the size of the yard. I like how the bedroom is situated, the primary bedroom, I mean. I like the flooring choice here. I like this one. And I love how, now remember how I was saying about not being able to see what's going on in my house from the front door? Kind of have that problem here a little bit, but all you're seeing is like the living room or dining room area. You still can't see my kitchen. The kitchen's off the beaten path from the front door, so I'm okay with that. But I like this floor plan. I like how open it is. Even though it's a little over 2,300 square feet, it feels like it, and I'm okay with that. I need a little bit more storage, because y'all know how I am about my storage. But other than that, I like this one. And if you like it, let me know. We'll get you in here, 623-207-7146, so you can be my neighbor. Or not my neighbor if you don't like me, because I live across the street. I don't live right next door. Either way, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.